to Big Vile Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Vile Opinion Platform.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't gonna do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here, lifetime, as far as quick on lifetime, as far as lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen lifetime, as far as quick on lifetime, as far as lifetime is concerned. There are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Big Vile Opinion back with another live video. Want to say happy Saturday to everybody out there. Hope everybody's having a nice day. Happy Thanksgiving just passed, so hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving holiday as well. I'm out of town at the time. What up with it, J Rock, James? What's going on? EJ, Jericho, what's up with it? Jeff, what's up? This Michael Avenatti character, man, and I tell people a lot of times, we talk about this whole case involving R. Kelly, man. A lot of stuff we really have to go back to the beginning. We have to go back to the origins of everything, into it all coming out and all coming to light or whatever the situation may have been, as far as what caused, so much chaos in the R. Kelly camp or with R. Kelly himself. What up, T? So I got a clip from Michael Avenatti, and this is the beginning. This is the beginning of Michael Avenatti starting to attach himself to R. Kelly. And we're going to take a look at this clip, and we're going to look at this clip 5 years later and it's gonna feel totally different than it felt when we first initially saw this. So let's take a look at this clip. Well, it's uploading. The clip is uploading. Still, well, we know that Michael Avenatti was more so the catalyst for the initiating the takedown of R. Kelly. When you look at Avenatti, a guy who was having admirations for running for president of the United States, who also went after the former president, which is our new president, Donald Trump. In a scheme to take him down, but at the same time, we do understand that Michael Avenatti is the same guy who was supposed to be representing clients in these different high profile cases that he took advantage of and took these clients' money and spent it on luxury things like boats, cars, restaurant, houses, and things of that nature. So when we talk about Michael Avenatti, we're talking about a criminal. We really have to look at it from their standpoint. We're talking about a criminal attorney who's out here, trying to take down people with status or high profile celebrities just to maintain his lifestyle that he was living. So he was doing shakedowns on high profile entertainment celebrities, high profile people in general. And Michael Avenatti also, he went out to Nike. He went out to Nike and threatened Nike, what I'm saying, thinking he was just gonna get paid and Nike would just go away, but that ain't the case. We would hear Michael Avenatti tell us that, the case against R. Kelly, only 10% of it is true. And when he said that only 10% of it is true, we still have to question what is the 10% that's true. You know what I'm saying? What 10%? Because still, it's nothing that we heard still to this day that we can say without a doubt, like, what, well, we can't defend that, or this don't, what I'm saying, we still haven't found accusations that these people are claiming that we can look back at and say, what, well, in that situation, ain't no way we can defend kills. But with majority of the things that this guy Michael Avenatti was attached to, what I'm saying, he was attached to it and he was coming out being the face of it. And he was only being the face of it because he wasn't expecting this stuff to go he wasn't expecting this stuff to go through a trial. He didn't want that. He wanted a settlement. He wanted a quick payout so that he can continue to rob the clients that he was representing. If you notice, all the clients that he represented that was getting settlement money, he controlled the settlement and he was giving them what he wanted them to have out of what was coming in from these different settlements that these people were winning. So I feel as though in the case of Kells, just like in the case of Trump, Avenatti whole intention was to try and shake down the camp of R. Kelly to get money, but when it didn't go their way and it went and it went through the court, like it kind of like, what I'm saying, I don't think Avenatti was okay with that because he would rather have the money, the settlement money versus seeing a trial go on and Mr. Kelly found guilty or anybody else that he represented defendant found guilty. Most definitely, EJ. Most definitely. Michael Avenatti, he played a integral part in this whole everything. I believe he threatened Kim Fox. If you really think about it, it goes back to Greenberg bringing up the meetings that Michael Avenatti had with Kim Fox in the airport in O'Hare Airport. Like Why was he coming to meet with her initially, before she even brought charges against Mr. Kelly? What was the conversation about? What was he asking her? You know what I'm saying? What was the details? And it's so crazy that, we as citizens of this country, even attorneys and whatnot, when they're representing the client and this type of behavior has went on, and your attorney requests the text and the email transpondence between this prosecutor and this high profile attorney Avenatti, and it's denied because they don't want them to see it. But I kind of hate that I don't have my laptop, man. I kind of hate that I don't have my laptop because it's a few videos that I got that I want to show you guys, and I want to go back and let you guys see these videos from 4 or 5 years ago of Avanatti and Kim Fox and how they colluded together to try and come up with a plan to take Mr. Kelly off the street. Right, I will feel bad too, but that guy don't feel bad about frauding people. You took money from a paraplegic. You took money from Stormy Daniels. Like, who cared? Like, if Stormy Daniels wouldn't have been involved with Donald Trump, nobody would even care about Stormy Daniels. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Donald Trump, Stormy Daniels would be attached to Trump. Her name continue to be mentioned. This clip is uploading, but as this clip upload, you know, I always have to play this. I want to make it a point to play this.
Good afternoon. Tomorrow morning, counsel for Mr. Robert Kelly is scheduled to appear in court over the indictments that we brought forth nearly 4 years ago, charging him with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving 4 victims. I'm here to inform you that the Cook County State's Attorney's Office will no longer be pursuing these indictments. Good afternoon. Tomorrow morning, counsel for Mr. Robert Kelly is scheduled to appear in court over the indictments that we brought forth nearly 4 years ago, charging him with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving 4 victims. I'm here to inform you that the Cook County State's Attorney's Office will no longer be pursuing these indictments. Good afternoon.
Just I'm gonna always play that because this is so important. Because these cases that these charges that Kim Fox was talking about during this press conference when she came out saying that they will no longer be pursuing it. This was the initial. These were the initial charges that started the whole, takedown of Mr. Kelly. So when I go back and I look at stuff like that and I see that they dropped the charges. I'm like, how? Okay, so you mean to tell me that y'all claim that he done this, he done that, 4 different victims, but then there's something else about these 4 victims that was very special and stood out when I went back and listened to the video of her talk about these 4 victims in detail, and we're gonna get to that about these 4 victims that she was talking about because the people that she's calling a victim, you'll be surprised. We almost got this video loaded up with Avenatti and Kim Fox, and I want you guys to hear something. And this is, even more so going to solidify that, the judge that was over residing over this case here in Chicago also was a part of. Let's see, it's processing right now, and we're gonna get this thing up here. hopefully get done processing so we can check it out real quick. Um,
But get the contract first. Like, so thirsty for money. She even went on to say in this series of sick text messages how her daughter should seduce R. Kelly and then have his child and marry him second, saying that her daughter is coming to her saying, I'm catching feelings. I know it's not right. He's much older than me, but I'm starting to feel things for him. And the mother starts to say, well, that's great. In so many words, well, that's good. You can go ahead and marry him and have his kids and do all this stuff, but get the contract and marry him and have his kids and do all this stuff, but get the contract first. Like, so thirsty for money. She even went on to say in this series of sick text messages how her daughter should seduce R. Kelly and then have his child and marry him second, saying that her daughter.
Brad, R. Kelly's attorney is claiming that Michael Avenatti pressured Fox to file charges in this case. He's citing Avanatti's comments about R. Kelly that were allegedly recorded by the FBI. In January, Chicago's top prosecutor Kim Fox made a public call for R. Kelly accusers to contact her office.
Please come forward.
A month later, Michael Avenatti came forward saying that he was turning over a new tape allegedly showing Kelly sexually abusing a 14-year-old girl. In light of Avenatti's indictment and Fox's controversial connection to the Jussie Smollett case, R. Kelly attorney Steve Greenberg says the relationship between Fox and Avenatti needs to be more closely examined.
They got in bed with Avenatti, and Avenatti is toxic. Everything he touches seems to blow up, and that's what's going to happen here.
Greenberg cited Avenatti's recent federal indictment for allegedly attempting to extort millions from footwear and apparel giant Nike. Charging documents in the case say that the FBI recorded Avenatti talking about the case against R. Kelly, saying that 10% of it is actually going to be true. Greenberg said Avenatti's involvement has polluted the case against Kelly. Avenatti responded on Twitter today, saying in part, the only thing that has polluted the R. Kelly case is Steve Greenberg and R. Kelly's never-ending expletive. Today, a Cook County judge did not rule on a motion to preserve communications to and from Avenatti to the state's attorney's office, witnesses, and their attorneys.
Especially where someone can just hit a button and delete it.
Because he wanted to review it. But the state's attorney's office says they already comply with requirements to preserve those records. Former federal and state prosecutor Stephen Block said that because Avenatti handed the alleged sex tape over to prosecutors, he could be considered a potential witness. If messages between Avenatti and Fox actually exist, Greenberg and the rest of Kelly's defense team should be able to get their hands on them.
As a defense attorney, it doesn't surprise me that he would go belt and suspenders, that he would file a motion to get before the judge, even if he knows that the state's aware of its obligations to preserve these materials and produce them.
And the state's attorney's office told me they had no comment because this matter involves pending litigation. Kelly was supposed to appear in court this morning, but Greenberg told the judge that he was sick. He's required to appear at his next hearing.
So, why would the judge deny a motion for Greenberg, R. Kelly attorney, to get the correspondence between Avenatti and Kim Fox in her office? Why would the judge deny that? Why would the judge deny that? 9 times out of 10, the judge probably had the notion that Michael Avenatti and Kim Fox had been talking about things that they shouldn't have been talking about, and that right there would be grounds for a mistrial or them throwing the case out. So of course the judge wasn't going to grant them the motion to uh to receive those text messages and emails between Avenatti and Kim Fox, which I feel as though is a huge issue and a huge concern when we talk about what's up, V White, when we talk about Avenatti, when we talk about his involvement in this case. Avenatti was he was a big, he had a huge ego. He was very boisterous when it comes to the Kells case like he was with any other case. But to know that him and Kim Fox was having secret private meeting, as they would say, like in the Young Thug trial, the ex parte meetings or whatever the situation may be. He told Kim Fox, he got clients that wouldn't come forward, and then he's supposed to been had a new tape. But for some odd reason, we get through the trial and we go through the trial. We going through the days of the trial, come to find out that it wasn't a new tape at all. There was nothing new about this information that Michael Avenatti presented. If he presented information to Kim Fox, her office or whatever the situation may be, but it's so funny that how he has a tape along with Jim Derrick Goddess as well. So that's just something to make you think about. Appreciate that, Jericho. It's just something to make you think about when it comes to this whole ordeal that they are portraying that when it comes to chaos. I still find it hard to believe that they would just drop the case. I still find it hard to believe that they would just drop the case. Um, but who are we? Who are we? And I got another video that I want to get into and I want to dive into. But for this little video here, I was just coming on to share this with you guys. And I want you guys to go back and look at, when it comes, just Google Michael Avenatti, R. Kelly, and just go back and listen to some of the videos and of the press conferences that this guy held, and listen to some of the things that he was saying. And you gonna quickly hear and understand that this guy, it was never, he didn't care about these women. You know what I'm saying? He knew, he was only thinking how it could help catapult his campaign. But then he ended up running into trouble, which caused him to be in prison. Because he just wasn't, he just wasn't a he didn't come in it with the right um intentions. Yep. So that's something that I want. That's something that I just wanted to put out there, and I ask that us all do our homework and go back and look at some of these Mike Avenatti interviews around the time that he was going after R. Kelly, and listen to some of the stuff that he's saying. Listen to some of the things that Kim Fox is alleging as well. And we gonna come back and finish this discussion. Unique, what's going on? How you doing? Happy holiday. I'm out of town, but I had to sneak on real quick and give y'all a little bit of some before I get ready to get my night started. So I hope everybody continue to have a blessed holiday weekend, and um you all be safe, you all be strong, and hopefully I don't know, brother Jeff or Derek or whichever one of those guys go live a little bit later. You guys can meet me over there as well. So I'm working with my phone and I can't really just do what I want to do, but I wanted to get this information up to date as far as Avenatti go, and make sure that we all understand that we have to continuously pursue that situation with Avenatti. So with that being said, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all have, like I said, have a great rest of y'all weekend. And your boy Big Vibes finna get back in here to the party. And until next time.